Are you ready?
Yo, what's good, peeps? Happy Thursday. We are almost to Friday, and I can't wait for the weekend because this Saturday, above the rim, 1 p.m., we have a very special guest. None other than Craig Sword from the Grand Rapids Drive will be joining our show. We get to interview a G League player. It's going to be super awesome. Going to be super fun. I cannot wait. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to all the DSA members. The roundtables on the Real Detroit Lions fan channel tonight, so be there or don't. You'll be late. Christian Goat Wood, see you in the chat first. What's going on, man? What we're doing today, same thing we've been doing since NBA got shut down, is we're gonna be going through today and watching some highlights of Obi-Wan Kenobi, Obi Trice, Obi Toppin, real name, no gimmicks, whatever you want to call him. We're gonna be watching him, and I've watched a ton of his highlights. I'm very familiar with him, and offensively, he reminds me of Christian Wood a little bit. And what I mean by that is he's a guy who's super athletic. In today's NBA, can play the 4 or the 5, even though he is undersized extremely to play the center. But in today's NBA, he brings versatility to your game. His three-point shot needs to be improved. And what I mean by that, he needs to be a little bit more consistent with it. But he is a fun player to watch. He's very explosive above the rim. I haven't seen too many defensive plays from him. So hopefully in this, what is it about? It's about a 9-minute video today. Hopefully we get to see a good variety of mix-ups here, and then I'll go through, you guys know, I'll show you the plays, rewind some plays that I like, talk about some things that I don't like, and really take it from there. And we're getting closer and closer to the NBA coming back. It looks like they're going to be playing in Disneyland this year. So once that comes back, we got some real basketball to be talking before too long. Things are starting to get a little bit better out there. The light at the end of the tunnel. But we're going to do what we do, man. So without further ado, let's go ahead and switch the screens up. Let's go ahead and go here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. And then again, for the guys who are new to this, there will be no volume played because I got my volume on. I don't want that because then I can hear myself echo. But there will be no volume from the video due to the sole purpose of copyright reasons. And I don't want that. But here we go. All right. So he's got a good post game. Looks like he was able to bully that guy a little bit. So that's something right there. We need to this game. Oh, hold on. Let's get this 2K ad out the way. No one wants us to play that right now. He is a threat from everywhere, offensively. See, that's a good move. Able to get to the rim. I like players like that. We got 2 players on our team who can do that right now, and Blake Griffin and Christian Wood. I like a guy who wants to get down low and get physical and get those hard-earned buckets. So he did a good job of finding the open spot on the court to get to and make himself available for his teammates, which is just as important as a non-point guard. We talk about point guards being able to find their teammates. Ooh, nice move. It's also on players to create their own space and make a passing lane available. It looks like he's got a pretty good vision to do so. And he's, like I said, right here, boom, nice. He's super athletic, man. Super fun to watch. Oh, so we got a little bit of Blake Griffin post up right there. Nice jab step. I'm not a big fan. Oh, turn and talk to the bench. Okay. Steph Curry. Again, I'm not a big fan of the big man second back. There is a good play right there. And this is something that if we do take someone who is not a point guard, I think that this guy's going to be the right pick. Let's go ahead and get right here. So what he does here, come on. I went back too far. Come on. I don't want to see super slow motion of her, no offense. Nice hair slick. Okay, so here is a good defensive play. So number 4 is trying to get the switch, get his advantage over here, and they're going to kind of run like a double screen. So once his teammates finish setting that screen right there, the white guy is going to come up and try to set a screen as well. Well, it looks like it's going to be a high post, so never mind. So he's trying to get the ball, and it looks like he's the guy that Obi's guarding is going to be initiating the offense. He is quick enough. Now, again, this is probably advantage to him because that center doesn't look very athletic. But he's able to anticipate this. So let's go back just a little bit because I clicked too far. Okay. So he's reading what the offense is trying to do here. He knows the play. And he's just going to jump the passing lane right there. Oh, why did it jump like that? And he's able to read it, and he's fast enough where looks like number 4 is in a pretty good sprinting formation. Like he can catch up. Obi is fast enough where right there the play is pretty much over. He's not going to have time to catch him. He's too big. Number 4 looks like he hit X and 2K or something. Like he's done. So it's just good knowledge, IQ, whatever you want to call it, of knowing where the other team is trying to initiate their offense and getting inside that passing lane. You see a lot of shooting guards be able to get into that. A lot of point guards being get into it. A lot of forwards necessarily don't always do that. And they're kind of like a wide receiver, man. He was able to go up and get the ball. It's a beautiful luxury to have. You can never go wrong with athleticism. Boom, look at that. I mean, that's going to be tough if you got Christian Wood and him out there on the floor at the same time. It's going to be like Lob City 2.0. I mean, it looked like he had to stop the dunk. Like, he still could have kept going up. My only question here is, he's playing in a lot of small schools here, is how well is he going to do against some of the power forwards in today's game? If he has to go against a Blake, if he has to go against, say, a Giannis or an AD and LeBron, how well is he going to be used, offensively? Like, that's a good play. But, someone like Giannis ain't going to allow that. Someone like Kawhi, who's going to be playing the 4 at times, isn't going to allow that. So that's just kind of the question mark. Not saying that he's not going to be able to compete with those guys, but you never know. A lot of his plays do come during the fast break, but, when you get the opportunities to run in transition, you got to. The hell was that? Nice little fast break jam. I'm not opposed to it. Don't have nothing positive or negative to say. See, I think the thing that's going to make Obi Toppin successful in the NBA, though, is he's got to have a good point guard. If he comes here right now and we got, and who even is our starting point guard right now? Oh, Brandon Knight. If Brandon Knight's our starting point guard and he's out there, he's not really going to be effective. You need someone who's looking to get him involved, and he's one of those players that's always expecting the oop. And if you don't have a point guard who can give him the ball like that or make the defense collapse, like a lot of these plays we're seeing here when he gets in the alley oop, a lot of the guys are committing to the point guard. Like there, the guy knew what he was doing. He's just able to overpower him, which is good. You want to have that ability, but I guess not every bucket's easy, Windmill jam, that's nice. I could definitely add that to my intro if we do get him. Hey, Quill, you're not relying. He does have a good body for being a rookie. He is definitely NBA ready. I just don't know if he's going to be ready to play against some of the NBA players already. Because they are playing, like I said, a lot of small schools who aren't as good as they're supposed to be. I like the jab step. Perfect. Perfect. He didn't rush it. He looked cool, calm, and collected there. And if we are going to go for a forward, I would like to have someone have a decent post game. You got to be able to do it all as a forward in today's league. Like, boom, right there. Was that left-handed? It was left-handed. Okay. So you guys might be wowing. I just have a good way of hiding it. What I'm going to do here, we talked about how you had good vision. I'm not going to go too far because I don't need to rewind it. So in today's NBA, players are super athletic. We have talked about this. People like LeBron have made Tayshaun's Prince block famous. You see a lot more chase down blocks in today's game than probably in years past. And here's why. Normally, most people would think that, I got an easy layup. I'm going to lay it in with his right hand. Well, the guy behind him is anticipating that. And he's able to kind of feel his presence right there and has the skill. Not everyone who's like, I'm terrible with my left hand. I look terrible with my left hand. Not going to lie. He has the skill set to go above the rim, either direction, and avoid the block. If you play 2K, you know that's unstoppable. It's just a nice luxury to have. And I do think that if he is available and the point guards that we don't want are there, that there's a real high possibility that the Pistons take this guy. Again, I still want a point guard. I know he's going to be good, and I know he's got a lot to work on. He's got the physical traits. A lot of it just needs to become being a better defender, being able to pass the ball, and just really kind of just improving his game all the way around instead of being a dunker. And it's not impossible because we've seen this guy before, Blake Griffin. All he could do when he first came in the league was dunk the ball. Now he is a point forward, can initiate the offense, shoot threes effectively, and be a beast. He can't just rely on athleticism all the time, but it is certainly nice to have. So here he's wide open. And it took forever. You're going to see a lot of that if we draft this guy because we're not going to have a point guard right there who's going to find him in time. He could have popped up to the three and had a wide open three, but his teammates there just weren't looking at him until he wanted to go to the rim. And that's going to be nice to have, man. Any guy who can go up there for a jam like him and Christian Wood, like I said, are just going to be absolutely disgusting together. Lob City 2.0, baby. Now that's what you want. Nice. Feed the big man in transition. That was a nice play by the point guard. Oh, nice block. And he is able to get in transition and fly. He's out racing forwards, centers, guards, you name it. He's out racing them. He's quick. Nice hezzy. Nice stop and go. Wow. He fooled that dude. Dude never saw it coming. You don't always need a crossover to be effective, man. He can shoot a little bit. He's good enough where if he shoots a three, I'm not going to be mad with it, but he needs to be more efficient with it. Here they're only going to show the shots that he makes. They're not going to show the ones that he misses, but he is a little bit streaky when it comes to that. Nice offensive rebound. He was boxed out in right position, stuck with it. We're gonna need some rebounding. We're a terrible rebounding team without Andre Drummond out there. We're gonna need everyone from the 1 through 5 to be able to rebound. And when you're quick and athletic like that, you're bound to get a few. Nice post position there. Rose right up over him. Doesn't matter. Out of hand's face. Barbecue chicken. Now here we go. Nice pick and pop. Nice handoff. So that's a nice dual threat here. And with the Pistons, I'm sure that we would see a lot of this. This is a play designed for him. We haven't seen too many plays here in Detroit designed for the big fellow. Let's go back a little bit further after this one. This is a double screen where he initiated it. So what they're doing here for this one is a pick and pop. So it's kind of a half-ass committed screen there. If he sets a better screen, who knows? But this is what you call an option play. So the guy who was guarding Obi is playing the pick and roll. Because we all seen Obi's dunks right here, man. He is high flyer. Number 0's got to play, where if he would have beat his defender, he goes to the hoop and gets a layup or dunk. But now Obi's wide open. So number 0 is going to kick it to him. And if he would have set a better screen and would have committed a little bit better, he would have had a better shot here. But the guy does a nice job of recouping. And I think Obi was already kind of set up in the mindset of driving to the rim. And now what they do here is a handoff and screen. Oh, come on. Come on, computer. And that takes that guy right out the play. Obi's calling for the oop. This guy's going to have to come out and guard number 3 down there. So it's going to be a wide open underneath the rim alley-oop play. That is designed for Obi. That is a well-drawn out plan for him. Plays well to his strengths. Gives him an option to shoot the 3 or go back to the rim, whatever he's feeling. And in a game, nice dunk. In a game where he's feeling the shot, he's probably going to shoot that. So, whew, that's nice to have a dual threat like that. Plus, if you're going to give him shooters like Kennard out there on the wing, where Kennard gets going to get the handoff, Kennard might rise up and shoot the 3 himself. So, I mean, It's really incorporating three players right there where they can all go get their own shot. One player gets two different options at it. So he brings a lot of nice way to get in the passing lane. Way to stay with it. Nice 360, just so calm and effortless. Senku's kind of a tweener, man. I think Senku needs to play. Did he just go through the legs in a game? Yeah, that's nice. If you see that in a Pistons uniform, I might just have to, end the stream when we're watching because man, that's gonna be it for that one. Go ahead and switch back to you guys because I have seen a lot of Obi. If you guys have not seen a lot of Obi, I highly recommend it, man. You see a lot more highlights, a lot more jams. But to the Sekou point, man, Sekou needs to be a small forward against power forwards that are bigger than him. And power forwards like Tobias and that he goes against, he needs to be playing the four. He creates a mismatch, man. It's going to be a tough time for other teams to guard him, depending on where he's playing. I think he's a little bit more comfortable playing the three, but that's on for the rest of the team to figure out. It's on Sekou to figure out. He's putting in the work right now, so we'll have to watch Sekou's development, and I'll probably do a video about that later in this offseason. I'll probably go more in depth of what I want to see from Sekou. What I do plan on doing, Henry, is going through all the Pistons members and kind of doing what we're doing now and just kind of grading their season so far. I'm kind of waiting to find out what the NBA is doing before we do that. Back to Obi-Wan. Do I see the Pistons taking him? Maybe. I don't really think that he's a priority for us. He would be a nice player to have. But with what we have on this team right now, is he really going to be a fit? Because if you take him, he's going to be taking away minutes from either Christian Wood or Sekou. And I really like both of those guys we have right now. We have to re-sign Christian Wood. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He needs to be on this team. And then for Sekou, he's going to be solid. And a lot of guys who don't like Sekou, you guys just got to be patient with him. He's 19. He's going to get better. He has the skill set offensively to do everything. So to take a player like Obi, it's going to be difficult because then you're going to have to groom Sekou as a 3 and you're going to have to groom Christian Wood as a 5. And, he's undersized. It could work. But like I said, I think that the Pistons really need to go guard here. I really think so. If it's not Melo, then they got to trade down or stay where they're at and take a guard. Because there are some quality guards in this in this draft. Like I said, Melo's at the top, but people like Halliburton and Killian Hayes, Cole Anthony later in the round are pretty solid players. So I don't know what the Pistons mock board or draft board is looking like. I don't know who they're ranking high and who they're ranking low. But if I'm the Pistons, if I'm Stefanski, if I'm Dwayne Casey, I do have Toppin on my board. But it's really only if all the point guards are not available. And I don't think those point guards are necessarily better than Obi. It's just looking at what I have now and what do I want. But at the same time, the other part of me is like, man, we have taken people because of need that just haven't panned out. And then we've passed on people like Giannis and Kawhi and Paul George and Kemba. I mean, we could be here all day doing this because of need. So at this point in time, I think the Pistons just need to do best player available and worry about that later. As much as I may not want to take anyone else besides a point guard, you got to do what's best for the team and what's best for your future. And if Obi's the best player available, take Obi. And if he's not, take whoever's available. I'm not going to be disappointed if we do take Obi. He's very solid. He's very fun to watch. He's got a little bit to work on, but he's pretty solid. I think he'll have a strong rookie year wherever he goes. A lot of his looks just needs to be opportunity. And then eventually working on his post game, improving some more post shots like the fader, and being more confident with the post hook, and just kind of getting a feel down there of what you got to do when you have a mismatch and what you do, and then being able to be a playmaker. There's a couple plays where his teammates got him the ball above the rim. He needs to be able to orchestrate his offensive team a little bit better. As a point forward, again, I don't know if that's what he wants to be, but you've seen him in transition here. He's able to fly there. There's going to be times where he's going to go coast to coast, and it's going to be on him to kind of read the defense and decide if he's going to attack the rim or find his teammate, because he's going to have some good teammates to find the ball to in transition here. So he's a rookie. He's not going to be perfect, but he will be a fun player to watch. I guarantee that. He might be, I almost guarantee he'll probably be in the dunk contest, if not this upcoming year, the next year. So he'll have some fun dunks. Like I said, to compare him to someone on the Pistons, it's Christian Wood right now. Super athletic, can stretch the floor, got a very good versatile game, a lot of potential, could be really fun to watch. If we don't re-sign Christian Wood, then I think the Pistons might consider him his replacement. Again, I don't think that we can afford that. Christian Wood came into his zone. It was like averaging 20-some points and double-digit rebounds, the Andre Drummond trade. I don't want to lose that because Christian Wood is the analytics guy that the NBA kind of goes off from the big man position. But what do I know, man? For everyone watching down later, leave it down in the comments, like the video, Instagram, Twitter, DSA members, DSA website, all in the description. Come back on JMO's channel, 313 JMO, his link's in the description, as we have Craig Sword from the Grand Rapids Drive joining our show for Above the Rim. It is going to be awesome. I cannot wait. I can't believe Saturday's almost here. I've been waiting for this moment, man. It's going to be fun. I cannot wait. So thank you for everyone who joined us live and all that good stuff. Shout out to everybody, man. DSA members, everyone in the chat, everyone on Instagram and Twitter. But without further ado,